What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of the Celebrity Junk. Let me just say this. I know people don't really like Gabrielle Union, okay? And I can understand that because of what has happened with Zaya Wade. I get it. I understand it. I see what you're talking about, okay? But let me just say this. As a man, and I understand that, and I'm with you, most women will be looking to take money from Dwayne Wade and not put any money into the relationship, which is probably one of the reasons why I feel like he married her, despite what's going on with the child. And you get the gist that the lady probably wants to be there for him and not necessarily his money. Now, I know it's gonna be controversial, stick with me. Now, remember the whole 50-50 comments. They go 50-50 on everything. Why is it the case? She didn't tell the whole story in context. Again, making Dwayne Wade look like a little beta male. But they were arguing one day in his Miami home. And he was like, listen, you're talking all this shit, all right? But you're in my house that I paid for. So you don't pay no bills over here. You just don't. You don't pay no bills over here. I pay the bills over here. Okay? And that is when she said, all right, well, you know what? You're never going to tell me that again. I'm making sure I'm going to pay 50-50. Okay? Let me quantify that and say, if that's how the way they want to do things, I get it, because most women is not going to say that. Most women is not going to say that. And I can respect her for wanting to do that. But here's what I want to tell you as a man. Let Uncle O'Shea, not Shay, let Uncle O'Shea tell you something. Boy, before you get a spouse, get a house. Before you get a wife, get a life. So there will be no hassle in your castle. And let me tell you this. And I'm from the old school, right? When you have a wife, a woman in your life, you're gonna compromise. All real men understand this. Okay? You may pay for everything, and it works better if you can pay for most of things. I'm gonna say it again. It's better if you can do that. It's just God's honest truth, right? However, if you're not the man that can't say that, you can't make an action happen, okay? Because the 50-50 thing don't really work. It worked only because he flexed his muscle. Like, listen, you're talking all this trash. You want to be able to do X, Y, and Z. You can take your ass on, because this is my house. I live here. I know you think you're successful, but right now you're in my house I paid for. Okay? Now, every man can't have a house that's going to look like Dwayne Wade's house, but you need to have your stuff. Is that right? I don't care if you're a young man. I don't care if you're 18. I don't care if you're 88. You need to have your own stuff, okay? Your own stuff. Don't let no woman tell you that you need to get your stuff together. Don't you ever tell someone, be your own man all the time. If you gotta suffer, if you gotta go without, you make sure you have your own stuff before you going around putting your face in and putting yourself in a woman's face. Okay? You have your own savings, your own retirement, your own car. Because if you don't have it, I don't care how good the sex is, she gonna come to you, and when things get it gets crazy, it gets bad, and you have them conversations, that's gonna come up. It's gonna come up. And a man gotta have his own stuff. It's not up for debate. Now, here's what you're gonna do. If you want to pay the bills or some of the bills, then you need to be able to have some ownership. She stepped up to the plate. I'm gonna tell you, but most ladies not. They're not. They will say all of that stuff they're talking about. Listen to what I'm about to tell you. And they're gonna sit there and they want to be able to have ownership of something and then run in their mouth because I give you emotional love. But they're not gonna ever let you do that. You see? And sometimes you're gonna have to pull a little rank up in here. We're gonna have to pull a little rank up in here. This is not to put no woman down. No, it's not. Because a woman will tell your ass the same goddamn thing every day of the week. We'll tell you all day long. Nigga, you get your ass up out of here if you don't like X, Y, and Z or so-and-so. Get your broke ass out of here every day of the week, all the time. This ain't some of the time, it's all the time. If you don't think that that's how the game work, like my granddad used to tell me and grandma used to tell me, boy, just keep on living. They gonna get your ass out of there. Quick, fast, and in a hurry. And if they gonna leave, have your own stuff. Because a lot of you men, we work hard. I just want to say this, a lot of us as brothers, we have really worked so hard in our life to take care of other people. I know that I have. That's a big part of my life now. A big part of my life now is not even what I do for myself as much as it should, but what I'm doing for others, right? And that's a part of service in your building your community, your family, especially if you happen to make it or be successful. I understand all of that. But don't you ever let that get so far you ain't got what you need to have. Don't you ever get so far-fetched, you ain't got what you need to have. Because one thing, as a young man or old man, you might not have the same strength that you used to, but you're gonna need your respect. Man need his respect. Okay? We not taking no disrespect over here. We not taking no L's over here. No, you're not gonna be up in here running your mouth, talking crazy, and you ain't gonna wanna follow these rules up here. Get your ass up out of here. That's where you're going. I don't know where you think you're going, but you're gonna go place else. I need you up out of her. Straight up and down. Straight up and down. This is my house. These are the rules. This is how it's gonna be. You don't like, get up out of here. Get up out of here. And she's like, look, I want to have more say so even though I'll pay, yes. And even if you're a man that make less money and you would want to make more money, pay as much as you can. A man don't ever stop being a man. Never. I would not even do it. But if you can't, you work harder till you can make more money than her. I don't care what she do. You take care of your stuff. My granddaddy told me when I was a little boy, he says, son, I don't let no woman run me. And don't you ever let one run you. I remember that since I was 8 or 6, 7 years old, something like that. And until this day, I'm 42. Don't no woman run me. And it ain't gonna never happen. Ever happen. Never. As long as I'm living in this body, maybe I get reincarnated as a goat or whatever, I don't know. But as long as the Lord got me in this body, ain't no one gonna run me. Never. No, because I'm a man, I'm ordained, I'm gonna lead what I'm supposed to be leading. If you ain't gonna like it, you're gonna get up out of here. And that's what he told her ass. And she wasn't used to nobody talking to her like that because she been dealing with all them broke dudes all her life. So then she stepped up to the plate. Step up to the plate if you want to. But you walking into my house, a lot of times, a lot of sisters get across some brothers that got it made and they don't know how to act. They don't know how to act. When they come across a black man that's doing well, y'all still running your mouth, some of y'all. And then the brother gotta let you know, now you offended. So guy, what you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson. Back at it again. For another episode of The Celebrity Drunk. Would you probably do scrape the bell? I'm out.